Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video because we have something very exciting happening. It is currently very early in the morning, and when I say very early, just know I am not exaggerating. The current time is 1:26. You may be thinking, why are you up so early? Why are you so excited? Well, my husband and I have had a trip planned to Tokyo, Japan for a couple of months now, and our flight leaves at 5 in the morning. So you're probably also thinking, why are you up so early if your flight leaves at 5 in the morning? Well, we have to take a shuttle from where we live to the airport, and the only shuttle time was at 2 in the morning. We're currently preparing to drive to the hotel to park our car to take the shuttle to the airport and then board our very first flight. We're gonna have a very long day ahead of us. I didn't calculate the total hours, but I know we're gonna be traveling for over 24 hours. So I thought we could do a little travel vlog slash what I read during our travel day, because I am going to be reading a lot. I always struggle to sleep on airplanes, and so I don't know how much sleep I will be getting during this travel day. But because of that, I have loaded up my Kindle with extra books, and I am very excited about some of the reads that I have on there. I am in desperate need of caffeine because I have not gone to bed yet since this morning. I thought I was gonna take a nap, but I did not take a nap, so here we are. Hey guys, so it is currently 4:18 and we are just waiting to board our first flight, which leaves at 5. The shuttle ride here was pretty uneventful, but we got here before the airport even opened, and so we did have to sit around for a little while. But I'm about to start my first book of this travel day, and it is going to be The Jacid Heir. This book is a duology, and I have both of them on my Kindle right now. I don't know if I'll get to the second one, but I do have both options. Like I was telling you guys, I have my Kindle stocked right now, so let me tell you guys what I have on here. I'm going to be in Japan for 10 days. I don't know how much reading I'll do when I'm in Japan, but I wanted to have options. So I have both of the Jacid Heirs. It's a duology. And then I downloaded the first book, to We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. And then I downloaded Heavenly Bodies, which is a romantasy, and I saw a TikTok creator say that this was one of her favorite reads of the year, so I'm very excited about that. I also have Wild Dark Shores, and lastly I have Ember in the Ashes, and I am so excited about this one. I'm already feeling super tired. That caffeine literally did nothing, and so I'm hoping that I can get some sleep on this flight. If not, I do have reading material, and I'm downloading some white noise sounds on Apple Music so I can have that in my headphones. We're boarding our very first flight, which is to Denver, and it's about an hour-and-a-half flight, so it's honestly not too bad, and I think I'm gonna sleep on this flight because I feel so tired. We just landed in Denver. That was a very quick flight. It was like an hour and 20 minutes-ish. And honestly, it was a good flight. It was dark out the entire time, and so they had the cabin lights off. Only 6:50 in the morning, but we are getting some breakfast because we're absolutely starving. And then we have our next flight to catch, which is to Los Angeles. That one is a little bit longer than the one that we were just on, but honestly it should go by quickly. I did not get any sleep on that flight though. Hunter slept a little bit, but I didn't sleep at all. So I'm hoping this next flight I will be able to sleep. I've made a lot of progress in the book. I'm 20% into The Jacid Heir, and I will give you guys a more thorough update in a minute. We're gonna finish eating and then find our gate. Our next flight takes off from gate A18, which is about a 1-mile walk, so we kind of need to hustle because we board in 20 minutes. We are waiting at our gate for our plan to go to Japan. Our last flight from Denver to Los Angeles actually went pretty well. I got about an hour of sleep. The flight was 2 hours long. So I read for an hour and then I slept for an hour, and we had a horrible seatmate. At first we thought we weren't gonna have anybody in the aisle with us because it was Hunter in the aisle seat, me in the middle, and then no one in the window. Thought that we got lucky, but then a guy showed up late and he ended up sitting in the window seat. And he was a very interesting guy. He ended up like laying on my lap at one point. I don't know what was going on. So I kind of pretended to sleep because he kept trying to talk to me, and then I actually fell asleep. But it was not good sleep at all. I had my neck pillow, but it wasn't good. Airplane sleep is just never good. But we are waiting for our flight. We board in about an hour and 15 minutes, and so I think we're gonna try and find some more food because this flight is 11 hours. I also need to run to the bathroom and do a little bit of hygiene. I brought my toothbrush with me, and I kind of want to see if I can wash my face because it's just feeling a little bit gross. But I don't know how clean the bathrooms are. Actually, I know they're not clean because this is the LA airport. So that's the plan. I'm gonna edit a video and then probably do some reading. I just did my little hygiene and we are about to board our plane. This flight is, I think, like 11 and a half hours, so this is a very long one. Hopefully I can get some good sleep on this one, but we're all ready. Surprisingly, all of our flights have been on time today, which is absolutely
Once
amazing.
again, all passengers 76A, please have your passports in your hand along with your boarding passes. We will not be using
We made it to Japan! Hey guys, we just made it to our hotel after a very long trip. So we traveled for over 27 hours and then we had to take 2 different trains to get to where our hotel is. So it was like an hour and a half of taking trains. And it was very confusing because obviously we're in a different country and everything is in Japanese. There is a little bit of English, but I definitely understand how foreigners feel when they visit the United States. So I have a lot more compassion for them. But we made it to our hotel. It's very nice. It's very small, but it's perfect for just the 2 of us. So I'll do a room tour when we get back. We just got ready and changed and we're gonna go to 7-Eleven and get some snacks and food. Check it out. I'm really excited about going to 7-Eleven because I've always wanted to go to the 7-Elevens here, which is funny because in the US it's literally just a gas station. It is currently 6:12 in Japan and we are 15 hours ahead from where we live, so I don't even know what time that would be. I did get some decent sleep on the plane, so we're gonna do a little bit of exploring and then come back and get some sleep so we are well rested for tomorrow. One thing that is really cool is the bathrooms. I know that sounds funny, but I'm gonna insert some videos from the airport because I thought it was the coolest thing ever. They have like a white noise machine where as soon as you sit down it starts playing this really loud white noise so no one can hear you go to the bathroom. They also have a toilet cleaning station in the stall, so if you want you can clean the toilet. And then they have front bidets and back bidets in every single bathroom that we've come across so far. It's actually so hot here, which I was not expecting, and it's very humid. And so I did not dress for that. I should have checked the weather, but I didn't think it was gonna be this hot and humid. All of my makeup is literally getting sweated off. And I curled my hair this morning, and with the humidity and my sweat, I'm not gonna be able to salvage it. One thing though is our toilet seat is heated and we can't figure out how to turn it off, and it's actually so annoying because it is so hot in here and outside and our toilet seat is heated. So I'm feeling a little bit nauseous, but I'm hoping some food and some cold water or a cold drink could help. But let's go to 7-Eleven. I'm gonna take you guys along. It is now 10:20 and I am back in our room. We both just got ready for bed. I took another shower because it is so hot and humid out. I know I keep saying that, but it is just, I didn't realize it was going to be this hot and humid. But so far we have had a great first half day, I guess. We really only explored for about 3 hours and we just kind of stuck right around our hotel. We went to the 7-Eleven, of course, and we got some different snacks to try. I got some peach gummies, and then we both got popsicles, and of course we had to get water. So we did that, but then we were both really hungry for dinner. I ended up getting pasta and Hunter ended up getting some sort of lamb dish. And I know it's crazy because we're in Tokyo and I ordered pasta, but honestly that's just what sounded good. A few things that have surprised me about this city is that number one, it is very clean. I heard people say that when I was looking into this trip, but I didn't realize how clean they actually meant. Everything is immaculate. The people are literally so friendly and so happy and helpful. So that has been really refreshing and fun. We both really have not gotten that much sleep, and so we're kind of going to bed a little bit early for us. I did end up picking up 2 of these little Kirby mystery boxes because I just think that the mystery boxes are so fun. So I wanted to open these with you guys. These are the options of what we can get, and honestly I'd be happy with any of them. I think this one's super cute and this one. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's in like a little egg. That's so cute. So we got this little Kirby. And for the second one, I purposely picked 2 boxes that were on completely different shelves, so I'm hoping we get a different one. And then this is the next one we got. It's a little Kirby on a star. He has his little legs in the back. Honestly, I'm not mad about either of these pulls. I wanted to update you guys on the book and how far I got on the plane. So I'm reading The Jacid Heir and I am 42% in. I thought I was going to get a lot more reading done than I did on the plane, but I still have the rest of these 10 days to finish that book. My thoughts on it so far is that we're just getting into the world building and getting to know these characters. I don't really have too many thoughts right now. I feel like we're still getting into the story and I don't know too much about the characters or the plot, but I'm going to continue reading it and I will give you guys a review at the end. I'm going to be doing a completely separate vlog of everything that we do in Japan while we're here, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to get some sleep, but I will update you guys when I finish The Jacid Heir with my full review. This is the room tour that I promised you guys. Like I said, our room is very small, but it's perfect for the 2 of us. We are staying at Koko Hotels. We are right by Tokyo Station. So right when you walk in, there's a cute full-size mirror that you can check your outfits in. And then it has these nice hooks on the wall that we have all of our backpacks and bags. And then directly on the left is our little bathroom. The toilet has a bidet and it has a heated seat. The heated seat's kind of been horrible because it's been so hot out, but the bathroom is a perfect size. And then we have our bed right here. Our room came with 2 robes and then 2 pairs of slippers, which I think is super awesome. Here's our bed. It's a little bit small. I think this is probably like a large full-size bed, but it's worked. We've just been cuddled up. And then we have our luggage over here in this corner and then a little chair right here. And then we have a fridge and a desk and another mirror which I've been doing my makeup in. And then we do have a little TV. We have not used it, but I'm sure that it's just Japanese TV shows, so we haven't touched it just yet. But honestly, this room is a perfect size for us. And I would definitely recommend this hotel because it's very clean and it's very nice and we've enjoyed it so far. Hey guys, as you can tell, I am back home in my room now, which means that I am home from Japan. I was planning on filming our travel day home. It was even longer than our travel day there. But honestly, the whole travel day was very stressful because even though we did have layovers, some of our flights got changed. And so we were rushing to most of our flights. So I decided to skip out on filming, but I did end up finishing The Jacid Heir on that plane ride home. Most of the plane ride I did sleep, but I did have a lot of time for reading as well. So I wanted to come on here and give you guys a review on The Jacid Heir. I'm gonna be rating this book a 3-star today. 3-star is honestly not a bad rating, but for what I was expecting, I feel like it's pretty low. I had very high hopes with this book because I have seen so many people say how underrated this series is. Jacid Heir is a duology, so there are 2 books in this series. The most recent one, Jacid Crown, came out in July of 2025, so it is a recently finished series. But if I'm being completely honest, I was very underwhelmed, and maybe it's because I need to read the second book to understand what everyone is talking about. But for me, this book was a little bit of a miss. It was very hard for me to get into because there was so much politics and it felt very dense, which I would totally understand if there was a couple more books in this series. It would make sense to have intense world building, but for only 2 books in this series, it kind of seemed like too much. Because of how dense this book felt with politics, it was very hard to grasp what was actually going on and to understand why certain things were important and why they were happening. There was supposed to be a side plot of romance in this book from what I saw. Everyone was saying that this was a great enemies to lovers. But in my opinion, I feel like these two characters did not make sense together. And I didn't see the yearning that everyone was talking about. I felt like it went 0 to 100 very quickly. They didn't have much dialogue together either. So honestly, I'm not really getting the enemies to lovers because it happened very quickly. And like I said, maybe it's because I have to read the second book to understand. I don't really see myself reaching for the second book in the series. Maybe I will down the line, but I feel like life is too short to read books that you're not obsessed with, and this series didn't really leave me curious to read the second one. I'm so disappointed that I did not love this book as much as other people. That's honestly one of the worst feelings ever, when someone really enjoys a book and you're looking forward to it and it's just not it for you. But that just shows that everyone has completely different book tastes, which is totally okay. I will say though that reading The Jazz Air has put me into a major fantasy mood, and so I'm actually gonna look through my TBR and pick some fantasy books as my next reads. We got back home and it is a lot cooler here than it was in Japan, so it's already starting to feel like fall even though it's the beginning of September. I wanted to thank you guys for watching this travel vlog. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with us. I am editing my Japan content currently. That should be out within the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for our full travel vlog. But I will see you guys in my next video.